I want to get straight to what Oliver Anthony is saying now amid all these allegations. So if you've been following the story, you know this. If you haven't been following it, I'm going to get you up to speed. So Oliver Anthony, huge mega sensation, just an incredible artist. I can't say enough good stuff about this guy. He booked a concert apparently with a club in Knoxville, Tennessee called Cotton Eye Joe's. And apparently the tickets were pretty expensive, like $99. And then they were going to charge another $200 if you wanted to meet and greet with Oliver Anthony. And he didn't like that. He was like, whoa, this is really expensive. And I really don't think tickets should ever cost more than $25. Like, why are they charging so much? The owner of Cotton Eye Joe had a few thoughts on that, and is alleging all kinds of things. I mean, this is like, it's like the big brouhaha, right? Down there in Tennessee. But I'll tell you, every time I hear from this gentleman, I got to say, I'm pretty darn impressed, because he really and truly seems to want to be doing the right thing. Whether or not it works economically, we can discuss. But first of all, let me show you Oliver Anthony's reaction when he heard that tickets were going to cost $99 for this club in Knoxville, and that the meet and greet was another $200. He just pulled out, and he was so agitated. He said he just had to pull over, I guess, on the side of the road. I think he might have been driving. So let me share with you what he had to say right now, and then we can get into some of the backstory. Here we go. Or not. We can try that again. I'm talking about, of course, Oliver Anthony, who is well known.
By the road and make this video. My adrenaline's pumping, man. I'm pissed off right now, and don't buy Cotton Eye Joe tickets for $99 a piece, and sure as hell don't buy VIP passes for whatever price they're on. I have a buddy of mine who's not a booking agent. He's a friend of mine. He's a full-time plumber, and I'm trying to hire him full-time as my booking agent. And he agreed to the show, I guess, without asking for what the ticket prices are. Don't pay $100 for a ticket. If we've got to cancel the venue and play somewhere else, we will. I didn't agree to it, and I don't want you to pay it. So please don't. I'm just trying to get the word out now. I don't know when the event got posted, but just.
Yeah. So that was, as I said, him. He pulled over on the side of the road. He was pretty agitated. He was really upset. He said, this shouldn't cost $99. The ticket should never be more than $25. And I'll do the meet and greets for free. So look, I think he's very authentic. I think he's very true to his word. I think he's driving some people crazy right now because they're like, wait a second, this guy is a business, right? And they're looking at it saying, ka-ching, 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 this is an opportunity. Now, let me get into some of the backstory. In fairness, by the way, in fairness to Cotton Eye Joe's, look, they're alleging that his manager said he needs to make 130 grand or 135 grand. It was a number that was up there, and he needs 2 nights hotel room, blah, blah, blah. And so in order for them to make that work, they said they had to charge this much. He's saying, no. Like, I've never made that much on a gig, and that's not what I'm going to charge. Now, we don't know, like, was the manager trying to build in the costs of the audio equipment or this or that, or the manager's profit? I don't know. But my advice right now to this extraordinarily gifted artist, I mean that. And by the way, I have, for those of you that don't know, a very long background in music. I mean, I could read piano music before I could even actually read. So I've been playing piano my whole life. I'm a singer. I am a musician, a trained one at New England Conservatory and overseas, etc. I am telling you, this guy is good, like really good. The trick, though, is you've also got to kind of be good at business. Now, you can be good at business. You don't have to make a fortune, right? But a lot of these musicians, they're pretty good at business because they figure out, okay, I got to rent the hall. I got to pay my team. I got to pay for the audio equipment. Well, what do we charge for a ticket? And you kind of back it out from there. What I like about him is he's saying, like I don't need to make all this money. I'm comfortable making, X as long as people can come in and watch the show for 25. So we can do a little algebraic, like, economic equation, right? Like, you're going to have to figure out how many tickets are you going to sell and what can you sell them at so that you cover your costs for everyone and yourself. Because, Oliver, you got to make a little something on it too, right? I think this is the challenge right now. So as I understand it, some people have offered to help out, but he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. You just heard, he has a friend who's a plumber. By the way, plumbers are good business people. I will tell you that. I'm sure his friend will be able to pull this together pretty quickly. He's got a friend who's trying to help him out. He needs that. Other people have offered to help. He's a little reluctant, and I understand that. I think what he's got to figure out is who is the team around him that can rent the hall themselves. Forget about getting a fee. You know, that's like so old fashioned. You get a fee to go and perform. Why not? Because I'm telling you, Oliver Anthony's a sure thing. Like, he's going to sell out everywhere. Why not just rent the hall yourself and have your own team sell the tickets? To me, that would be in keeping with his authenticity. And then he's controlling the profit margins as opposed to the managers, the agents, the producers, the club, et cetera, et cetera. Well, he did announce that he's going to have a concert at the Knoxville Convention Center at the end of the month, I think September 29th. And he's not going to play at Cotton Eye Joe's. He said he's going to try and work it out. They're saying, hey, wait a second, we had a deal, blah, blah, blah. So they don't want to lose money on this, of course. And I'm sure he'll try to do the right thing by them. But lesson learned, right? You got to ask, if you're going to say, okay, I'll just take X, you got to say, well, what is the house making on this deal? I don't think he should ever just take X. I think he should say, I own this. And I'm going to buy the venue for that night. And I'm going to make sure that we get as many people there as we possibly can at whatever I think is economically the most feasible. Right? And there you go. So a little lesson in Econ 101 for Oliver Anthony. I'm telling you, he's awesome and he's going to do great. And these are just little like growing pains that you experience in the beginning. I mean, this is like overnight sensation, right? How many people can say that their debut record beat that of Elvis or the Beatles? Oliver Anthony can say that. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.